Classic Treasury. Magical Stories. The Three Wishes. From More English Fairy Tales by Joseph Jacobs. Once upon a time there lived a poor woodman in a great forest, and every day of his life he went out to fell timber. So one day he started out, and his wife filled his wallet and slung his bottle on his back, that he might have meat and drink in the forest. He had marked out a huge old oak, which he could chop into many good planks. When he had reached it, he took his axe and swung it around his head to fell the tree at one stroke. Suddenly, there stood before him a fairy who prayed and beseeched him to spare the tree. He was dazed with wonderment and couldn't open his mouth to mutter a word. When he found his tongue at last, he said, "I'll do as you ask." "Thank you," answered the fairy, "and to show I'm grateful, I'll grant you 3 wishes, be they what they may." With that, the fairy vanished. The woodman started for home, but the way was long, and the poor man was regularly dazed with the wonderful thing that had befallen him. And when he got home, there was nothing in his head but the wish to sit down and rest. "Isn't my supper ready yet?" said he to his wife. "No, not for a couple of hours," said she. "Ah," groaned the woodman, "I wish I'd good length of black pudding here before me." No sooner had he said it, when clatter, clatter, rustle, rustle, what should come down the chimney but a link of the finest black pudding. "What's all this?" his wife said, bewildered. And the woodman remembered the fairy and told his wife what had happened. "Oh, you are a fool!" she burst out. "I wish the pudding were on your nose. I do indeed." Before you could say Jack Robinson, a link of pudding appeared on the woodsman's nose. He gave a pull, but it stuck, and she gave a pull, but it stuck, and they pulled it till they had nearly pulled the nose off, but it was stuck fast. "What's to be done now?" said he. "Well, I suppose it doesn't look all that bad," replied his wife. Then the woodman saw that if he'd wished, he should wish quickly, and wish he did, that the black pudding might come off his nose. Well, there it lay in a dish on the table, and if the woodman and his wife didn't ride in a golden coach, or dress in silk and in satin, why, they had at least as fine a black pudding for their supper as anyone would want. The end.